Record. Oh, it's recording.
Oh, we're starting. Oh.
All right. How do I need to exit out of this. Oh. Oh, gotta get my notes. All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is May 15th, 2020. I can hear myself for some reason. All right. So today we're going to be learning change. Here's our objective for today. So we're going to first be, how do scientists know about climate change? What is climate change? And how do we study past climate change? What is the greenhouse effect? And why do we study climate change? Okay, so climate, there's a really long definition to it. The simple term of what climate is how our Earth changes over time. So like it could change, the temperature can rise over a long period of time, the humidity conditions can go up, and like the atmospheric pressure can go up. It depends on like over a long period. So climate is like your wardrobe, is a bunch of different clothes over a long period of time. So if you think about it, your closet has a bunch of clothes. It has long sleeve, it has summer clothes, it has winter clothes, and the climate changes. So in the summer, it's really hot, and then in the winter, it's really cold. And all those clothes are over a long period of time. So is climate. What is weather? Weather is a state of the atmosphere describing if a day is like cloudy, sunny, or rainy. So if weather was in your wardrobe, that would be like one outfit you wore that day. So if it was really cold, you would wear like a long sleeve and like a hoodie and stuff. Or if it's really hot, you would like a tank top or like, yeah. All right. But are weather and climate the same? No, they are not. And here is why. So weather refers to the day-to-day temperature and like precipitation, whereas climate is over a long period of time. If it's raining one day, that's if it's raining like for time, that is okay. What are the causes of global climate change? So there's many causes to global climate change, and it's like actually a really bad thing. And it like one of the main causes of this is actually us, because every day we drive cars and that burns really dangerous CO2 into our atmosphere, and also burning fossil fuels and like burning wood, that also causes some bad things in our earth. So to study climates in the past, scientists studied these terms: natural sources, geological records, tree rings, ice rings, corals, and climate models. I'm sure there's many more, but for now, this is all we have so far. So the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is kind of what you would think it would be. So the first thing I think of when I think of a greenhouse is that clear thing that holds all the plants and makes the plants stay safe in there. So if you think about it, the greenhouse effect is kind of that. It's like it keeps the earth like warm. Yeah. So the greenhouse effect on here is a process in which heat coming from the Earth's surface is prevented from escaping into space by greenhouse gases. So the Earth stays warm, the plants stay covered and safe. Like our Earth will stay safe. Perfect. So these are some greenhouse gases. There's some others, but these are kind of the most important. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. So the more greenhouse gases, the hotter it's going to be. And this is because like they all add like a different aspect to our Earth. So the more you add, the hotter it'll be. How do greenhouse gases get into the atmosphere? Okay. So greenhouse gases enter the atmosphere by solar radiation, burning fossil fuels, and other wood products. So solar radiation is pretty much the sun just bearing down on us and entering the earth. So you can kind of compare it to like tanning. If you lay down on the ground for a while and you want to get a nice tan, which is the solar radiation, then you get hot. Like the earth gets hot during, yeah. But why do we study climate change? Okay, so we study climate change for very important reasons. If we don't study climate change, we won't see how we change. You know, like if we don't take pictures of, if our parents don't take pictures of us when we're younger, we don't see how we change over the years, how tall we get. If we don't measure how tall we get, or how our eye color can change, or our hair color can change. So if we don't measure climate change, we won't know what will happen in the future, kind of. So if you think about it, my students are very rude. So if you think about it, studying climate change is very important because it predicts what will happen in the future. Sorry. Okay, thank you. That is my presentation. I hope you have an amazing warm day. Go outside, get some solar radiation in your body, and really enjoy life. Thank you. Oh, wait. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, you were there.
So what happens if we don't change?
If you
Like our habits?
What?
Like what can we do to help the environment?
To help the environment, we can do very important things, like we can pick up plastic. We can limit the dangerous things going into our atmosphere that will cause bad things to happen.
Okay.
Does everyone understand what we learned today? Does anyone want to summarize what we did? Oh, you? Okay. So what did we learn today?
I learned what the greenhouse effect was. I thought it was just the greenhouse thing from plants. I didn't think there was an effect. I learned that today. You want me to answer all these questions?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no,
Okay.
no. You don't need to answer these questions. I was just up there.
Why do we study climate change? We study climate change to see how our Earth changes over the years. Is that right?
Yes.
And like, and like to see how much of an impact we're making on the Earth. What's your like idea of like sea levels rising? Like, is that because of us?
It's not quite because of us, because also there's like icebergs melting, and like in Venice, or like, for example,
Why are they not?
they're melting because the global temperature is rising, and that's because of us. Get it?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for joining our Zoom call for social distancing. I hope you all stay safe. Have a wonderful evening. Okay.